Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the first episode of MATC Now for the spring semester. Coming to you live from the downtown Milwaukee PBS studios, I'm your host, Luis De Leon, and we have a great show ahead. Looking for something to do with your old clothes? Are you considering taking a dance class? Or maybe you just want to find a good way to relax? Look no further. We have all the solutions for these dilemmas coming up right here on MATC Now. Welcome back, everyone, and thank you all for joining us on MATC Now. Today we have a very special guest co-host, Mr. Brian Stout, an Associate Dean from the School of Business. Brian, thank you so much for joining us this afternoon.
Thanks for inviting me. It's good to be here.
Well, tell us a little bit about yourself first. Tell us about your position and how you got started here.
Well, I've been in academia for about 7 years now. I started at UW Stout and was at UW Sheboygan for a little while. I started teaching part-time here in the natural sciences back about a year ago. And I took this role as Associate Dean in October. So I'm excited to be here.
And you oversee 10 programs, you mentioned, right?
Yeah, 8 or 10 programs, academic programs, and they're very diverse and it's exciting.
There we go. Moving forward, have you ever thought of doing something with your old clothes instead of throwing them away? Well, look no further. MATC has the solution.
MATC is a community college that dedicates to work hard to help their students, but also takes the time to work hard to help the community. Student government at Oak Creek campus are realizing a clothes drive to help donate to homeless shelters.
Well, we were trying to find out what we want to do to give back to the community. So we have a Oak Creek student government meeting, and the president came up to give clothes to Salvation Army or the Goodwill, but then we all collaborated and said, let's give it to shelters where people need it, homeless shelters, where people really need the clothes, and they don't have to buy it. People would be more willing to give away free stuff. We're hoping to get a lot, because we're gonna go to four various shelters, and we're gonna try to find shelters on the north side, south side, east side, just spread out the love. We just hope that whatever we get and whatever shelter we take it to, that the people appreciate it and it get put to good use. And every Friday, one of the student government people will drive to the shelters that we pick, one of the shelters that we pick for that week, and deliver the clothes. Oh, the drive starts March 5th and it ends on March 30th at Oak Creek campus, and we taking clothes from anyone and everyone. All ages. A lot of people want to make a difference, but they don't know how. They don't know how to make a difference. But just giving some of your old clothes, or even if you got some new clothes, you just I'm making a difference. I'm giving someone something that I don't need anymore. I'm making a difference. These clothes might be given to a person that don't have anything, or it might be given to a person that can wear it to a job interview that can stop them from being homeless, So that's what is making a difference. It don't have to be a big difference, but it's just a little contributions that makes a big difference.
The purpose of this cause is to help the community, but also to get MATC out there and let people know that MATC gets involved to help and support the community.
To give back to the homeless, give them clothes, clean clothes, and or to needy children. And the main thing is just to show that, there's even people that, to put MATC on the map of letting people know that MATC is a community college, and if you're thinking about getting an education, that, if you don't know about MATC, we're putting MATC out there. And we care about the community. That's why we do it.
At Oak Creek campus, student governments not only help homeless people, but also go out there and give their time to help in the community as volunteers.
Last semester in December 22nd, we went down to the Salvation Army and donated our time by cutting up turkeys for Christmas dinner and cutting up hams. So we donated about almost 8 hours of our time on the 22nd of December to, and then we're looking to do spring cleaning. We're looking to go into a community and pick up the trash on Earth, like around Earth Day, and help out in that community to pick up trash or, whatever we can do to give back to the community.
This is some ways how MATC gets involved in the community. If you got any clothes to donate, go do it and make a difference.
Some interesting stuff there. MATC has used many events like this in the past to help others and will continue to come up with ideas and grow. Brian, what are some of your thoughts on this?
What a great initiative. It's a great initiative on the part of our students to make a difference and give back to the community, to be part of the community. Just a terrific effort.
Do you think that's kind of the message here at MATC, that students should be, doing impactful things like this when they're not doing their studies?
Oh, certainly. Part of that educational experience at MATC just isn't the academic side of things, but it's also the social, cultural side of things as well. And so when we have opportunities like this for the students to become involved with the community, it's a great thing.
Absolutely. MATC is dedicated to shedding light on the many cultures of Milwaukee. This week, the Office of Student Life brought in the Dance Academy of Mexico to showcase their dances to the West Allis campus. Take a look.
The Dance Academy of Mexico was established in September of 2010. It was created with the idea of promoting and preserving Mexican traditions. It was never with the idea that I would become a professional dancer or that I would have something like this going on. The focus was always to do an organized activity where you learn teamwork, when you learn to persevere, where you learn to overcome your obstacles, to somewhat roll with the punches. Basically all the life skills that you need to succeed in whatever it is that you want to do.
Marina Croft is the owner and director of the Dance Academy of Mexico.
Well, we started with the Aztec dances. It is basically the beginning of the culture, if you will. They had a lot of really amazing dances that they did, all dedicated to different elements, to the air, to the wind, to the fire.
The Dance Academy of Mexico is for everyone who is interested. It is an immersion to tradition and heritage, handed down by many generations.
So when I was younger, I took ballet classes and I had fun, but when I discovered the Mexican folklore, it was something that I wanted to do.
Karina Torres was a student and after a lot of hard work promoted to assistant director. Marina has brought her academy to places all over the world, and they even started from a small studio right here in Milwaukee.
Went to Japan in 2016, we went to Canada in 2017, and hopefully there will be a lot more dots in the map that are marked off where we have been and where we have gone.
We really want to expand and go to like Europe. We had an invitation to go to Israel. So yeah, it's like we would love to go out there and show people who we are and what we do. And I really think that in the next few years we could definitely open up some doors.
When you're concentrating on something cultural, you tend to focus more in your family. You tend to focus more in your education. You tend to focus more in things that you want to do, positive things that you want to do. And that obviously has a positive effect, not just in your family, but in the community in general.
Throughout Milwaukee, we know that there are many cultures who have called this city their home. Dancing has been a way of expression for many groups for the past hundreds of years. It is important to keep culture and tradition alive. There are many dances and events coming to our campuses, and all have been set up by the Office of Student Life. Please check out your MATC email for the Student Life newsletter and any and all upcoming events. A great project there. Thanks again to the Dance Academy of Mexico for performing here at MATC. Keep an eye on the Student Life newsletter for upcoming events and the coverage of all the happenings around our campus. Brian, you must have been impressed. What do you think?
Well, I thought it was a terrific way to have better cultural understanding and express cultural diversity. And you know, what a testament to the diversity that we have in the greater Milwaukee area.
Now, do you foresee that diversity will only continue to grow here at MATC?
Oh, certainly, certainly. And you know, some of the efforts that are taking place both academically and through the Student Affairs Department, there's a lot of great things happening.
All right, well, great to hear. Did you know that an esthetician is someone who specializes in skincare? Up next, we'll show you information and learning advanced techniques in just a matter of 2 semesters, and this all takes place at the Mequon campus. Check it out.
Did you know that MATC's Mequon campus has a quality advanced skincare program? This program is housed in a state-of-the-art facility. Stay tuned for more.
The mission of our program is to train professionals in the esthetician program. So esthetician is skincare services. So we train students how to do facials, how to do body treatments, hair removal, we do makeup, including airbrushing and theatrical makeup. So we teach them the whole realm of the aesthetics profession, and we prepare them for their state board exam. Our first 8 weeks are the most intense. So it's a 2-semester program, but we work in terms of every 8 weeks you have a new set of classes. So the first 8 weeks are the hardest. It's almost all theory. You're only in the spa one afternoon, and there's a lot of homework going on for that time. We also have the second, third, and fourth terms break down, and you're in the spa most of the time. So from the really intensive first 8 weeks, you have to pass everything the first 8 weeks to move on to the second term. And once you're in the second, third, and fourth term, it's 2 full days in the spa and only 1 day in the classroom. So it lightens up after the first semester, or after the first 8 weeks. We started out very slow in the beginning. With our first class was only 8 students, but we've reached the point, I want to say at graduation last semester, I think we had 8 or 9 students graduating. And we have 2 very full classes now. All of a sudden in August, our classes exploded and we are full. We had 32 students total, so 16 in each class right now. That's our max. And we are looking to start an evening section in fall besides. There are several things that make us more competitive. One is the state-of-the-art salon and spa that we have here at Mequon. It was remodeled just for our program. We have many high-quality machines that are used in medi-spas right now, such as the microdermabrasion machines and our hydrofacial machine. So these are very high-end units that you're not going to find at many of the other schools. So we have that we're offering. Our program is also 850 hours. So the state requires 450, but during our survey to start the program, we decided on an 850-hour program. So you will definitely feel comfortable with clients when you leave our program. You won't be concerned or confused on what to do. You will leave with a lot of knowledge, and you'll have the extra hours working on clients.
So we teach our students to greet the client, and then they'll bring them back to the spa room and do a consultation. They'll discuss with them how their skin is feeling, talk to them about allergies, talk to them about any contraindications which may occur that maybe they could not have the facial that day. So they do a complete consultation. They will teach them how to robe and how to lie down and get prepared for the facial. And then they'll talk with them about the facial that day. If they've never had one, they'll let them know what they can expect, that they will cleanse, tone, exfoliate, and massage, moisturize, mask. And they'll ask them about their skin. Tell me about your skin. How does it feel today? Does it feel dry, normal, oily? How does your skin feel by lunch or by evening? And then we'll have a full conversation and a consultation on the skin. We'll look at the skin, and then we'll make a plan for you as a new first-time guest.
We start at the basic level for anybody coming into the program. We do have students that might have a nursing degree in the past, so they've worked with clients, or a cosmetology student that's coming into the program. We also have students who had makeup artistry, where you don't need a license for that, so they're very familiar with makeup. So most students come in with a little bit of background knowledge, but they're all in different areas. By the time they are ready to graduate, everybody knows what they want to do once they graduate. Do they want to get into facials with machines? Do they want to do waxing? Do they want to do more makeup? So everybody tends to know where their path is by the time they graduate.
To find out more online, go to matc.edu or call 414-297-MATC.
If you're presently working in this field and you want to expand your skills, get on out to the Mequon campus for your orientation. Joining us now in the studio is Kevon Cooper, a graduate from the program who's implementing those techniques. Thank you so much for joining us this afternoon.
Thank you.
So tell us a little bit about where you are now since the program.
I have my own suite, Miss Kevon Beauty and Company, that's on 124th in Hampton.
When did this open?
August.
Okay, and so how did the program, help you and shape you today?
Oh, wow. Far as a different level. Right now, I'm a cosmetologist too. So doing facials and waxing and back massages and stuff like that. So that's another service that I can do towards my clients.
I actually took a trip to the skin spa, right? And we'll see that story in a second. But what I noticed is that the professors are so helpful, and they step in when needed. How did you see that when you were there?
Amy and Jerry are very helpful. If you don't know anything, they will help you. Far as introducing intertwining with the clients. You'll be nervous at first, but once you get that first initial client in and relax them and everything, it's perfect. It's perfect.
Now, Brian, you oversee the program.
I do oversee the program, and it's a 2-semester program. Mm-hmm. We're expanding right now to include evening and weekend classes. Yes. So right now we run 2 cohorts at a time, but we will be running a third starting this next fall of 2019.
So what makes it 2 semesters? That's efficient for a program like this, to be able to learn and then use these skills in such a short amount of time and be able to.
Well, maybe Kevon can answer some of the questions of what prepares you to be an esthetician.
What prepare you? Okay, so far as 8 weeks, it goes by fast. It will prepare you for your state board. But basically Jerry is more for us at state board, but Amy is more getting you prepared for, your clients waxing and facials and chemical peels and hydrofacials and dermabrasion. So it's getting you more prepared for each service that you will have in your salon.
And so you're learning everything from social interaction, keeping the customer comfortable, to
and
these
relax,
skills.
To the business aspects of the program as well. Our clients that are there, they go online and register or sign up for times to come in, sign up for the specific service that they're interested in, and then our students greet them at the door, sign them in, and take them through the experience in our spa.
And so with that, I suppose, what's the lasting impact, and what is some advice that you would give to students going into this program?
Just go in it. Take your time. The teachers is more helpful. When I was in there, I was pregnant, so I had to go back and do a class. They more helpful for that. So don't look at, your situation and think that you can't finish it. You will finish it. So that's my whole thing about it.
Well, that's all the time we have for now for the interview. Thank you so much for joining us this afternoon, Kevon. Now, this program actually interested me quite a lot, so in order to learn more about it, I went in to meet some of the people in the program and find out just how great it is firsthand. And as you'll see, I took full advantage of my visit. Take a look. I decided to take a look at the skin spa myself. A true hidden gem in the Mequon campus, it is placed as if it was a classroom in between lockers. I decided to receive a mini facial. They laid me down and wrapped a beautiful array of towels on my face. As I walked in, I noticed all of the tools and creams were laid out in a very organized fashion. Antea was my masseuse for this session, and she started with cleaning off my face. The steamer cleared out my sinuses instantaneously. And then, darkness. Brushes, creams, and oils, all of which were rubbed and brushed on my face, and the result? Total relaxation. The next step was the first coating of cleanser. With hundreds of clients every week, it's proven that these students have been trained well and really know what they're doing. Their foot traffic consists of students, MATC employees, and the general public. Discounted prices are provided to students and staff of MATC. One of the instructors, Jerry, is a great coach and is able to step in when needed. They even got rid of my blackheads.
I don't think they're ready.
My face felt new. Next, the paraffin treatment. This warm wax filled plastic gloves, which were then placed on my hands. Approximately 10 minutes later, the gloves were removed and my hands also felt like new.
Could you lift your arm?
A truly relaxing experience in a friendly environment. Well, that was incredible. Next time you're stressed out in class, remember that the Skin Spa is in the Mequon campus. You can come here anytime. The services at Skin include facials, waxing, body wraps, a variety of cosmetic services, de-stress treatments, and advanced exfoliation.
Looks like Louise had a great time and learned a few things in the process. A real winning combination, no question. Speaking of Luis, it looks like he's ready for our MATC Minute.
Thank you, Brian. It's March, which means time for St. Patrick's Day and spring break. To celebrate, today both the West Dallas and Oak Creek campuses had Irish dancers and food in their cafeterias. But if you missed out on these events, don't worry. The Irish Fun continues March 13th in the lower atrium at the Mequon campus, where there will be cookie decorating from 11 a.m. until 1. Gonna have to check that out. Also, don't forget, Wednesday, March 14th is another MATC Day, and all campuses are closed. If one day isn't enough, you're in luck. There's also no day or evening classes on March 15th. Finally, are you graduating this May? The application deadline to participate in the spring commencement ceremony is March 31st. Don't forget to apply before spring break ends. That's all for the MATC Minute. Back to you, Brian.
Thank you for the MATC Minute, Luis. Now, before we have to wrap up this show, we have one last package to show you, which will no doubt help you with your scholarship application. Take a look.
Hi, my name is Bob Holland. I'm the scholarship coordinator for the MATC Foundation. MATC Foundation is a nonprofit organization that supports both the college and also the students at MATC. The MATC Foundation office is located in the S building in room S214 on the second floor of the student building. The foundation offers scholarships to students, which is a form of funding for students that doesn't have to be paid back. We also have a pool of dollars that are emergency grants, and these are for students that experience an unforeseen circumstance that might cause them to drop out of school if they have to go deal with that. You know, an example might be a house fire or, you know, a catastrophic event. So if you had a bump in the road that might cause you to drop out of school, don't do that. Come see the MATC Foundation, because we might be able to help you take care of that bump. Ultimate goal always is to help students finish what they start here. To find the application for scholarships online, there's a couple of ways you can do it. If you go to, the MATC website, matc.edu, and look for the financial aid, page at the top there, and then there will be a link to scholarships. Or you can go directly to the application. If you just go to matc.academicworks. So if you need some help along the way and can't remember all the stuff I talked about, you can give me a call. My name is Bob Holland, and I can be reached at 414-297-6825, or you can email me at scholarships@matc.edu, and those will come right to me. So the time is at hand right now if you're coming back to school in the fall to apply for scholarships, because that application is open right now until April 8th. After that, it's going to be too late to apply for scholarships for fall. So if you're coming back in the fall, for sure you want to apply for scholarships right now. So this is Bob Holland from MATC Foundation, hoping that you have a great journey here at MATC, that we can help support you in your journey with scholarships. We're all about supporting student success.
Excellent information there. Brian, what are some of the important things about the MATC Foundation?
Well, anytime that we can help a student work through their financial issues, which is one of the main reasons why people don't complete their educational goals, it's a win situation for all of us, for not only MATC and the student, but the community.
Now, what's in the future for MATC, for the programs that you oversee anyways? What's some of the main goals right now?
Some of the main goals are aligned right now with what the institution is trying to accomplish, which is in the terms of guided pathways. We recognize that we want to encourage our students and help them to graduate and to realize their academic goals in a realistic time frame.
Well, there we go. Thank you so much for coming in again this afternoon, Brian, and sharing all of your experiences and more about your position. We really appreciate it.
Thanks for having me. It's been a pleasure.
Absolutely. And that is all the time we have for today. Thank you for joining us this afternoon. And for more on MATC Now, you can visit the Milwaukee PBS website or catch us every Monday at either 11 a.m. or 3 p.m. Once again, I'm Luis De Leon. Stay informed. Have a great day.